I walked in the valley of the shadow of death. The words of the funeral psalm came to life in the streets of the Nazi Death Camp Majdanek. The vastness of Majdanek surprised me, but more so, I was shocked by the fact that apartment buildings towered next to the camp. How could anyone live so close to such a nightmarish place? But then again, why were people inhumane enough to create death camps? I first ventured into the bathhouse. The building seemed to ooze in harshness and sterility. The cold building led women and children into gas chambers. Peering into the gas chambers, I could see the victims. They screamed in terror as the door closed shut, and they were trapped in near darkness. Packed into the room moments before their death, these people had nothing but their faith. Venturing back into the daylight, I found that I was not alone in my grief. Side by side, Jewish teens comforted one another as we faced the darkest moment of our history. As I sat in the streets of this desolate place, I had never felt closer to God. Majdanek was such a horrific place that the only comfort I could find was having faith in God. But more than that, I had faith in the strength of the Jewish people, and faith in the strength of humanity to overcome evil. Walking from barrack to barrack, I became numb. So many atrocities occurred here, and yet no one bothered to stop them. The crimes committed in this place were so inhumane and unfathomable that it was hard to comprehend the magnitude of where I was walking. However, as I walked these streets, I felt that it was becoming my responsibility to share the horrors that I was witnessing here. I am now a living testament to the Holocaust and must ensure that it is never forgotten, nor ever repeated. The final building we would enter at Majdanek was the final building of life, the crematorium. As we stood next to the furnace, where bodies were shoved in to burn, our guide asked us to close our eyes. She told us that if ever there is a time to be thankful for being free, it is now. She told us that we have the gift of walking out of here alive. And she told us that while we stood in a Nazi death camp, we could attest that Am Yisrael Chai, the nation of Israel, lives.